Hello, subscribers. Hi, subscribers. Hello, viewers. Hi, viewers. Me again. Another beautiful day. Hope you guys five senses work, health, and strength is good or excellent. Yep. All right. What do I have for you guys? Listen to this. Ubuntu Unity face possible shutdown as team members cries for help. And it has 9 comments. Says this. Ubuntu Unity, the community lead our project that revives the Unity 7 desktop, is experiencing a bit of a crisis, leading its team to ask the public for help after admitting that the flavor is broken and need to be fixed. It says in a message posted on Ubuntu Discourse page, Mike Adamites, the community moderator and administrator who has been with the project since 2020, explained that the project lead, Rudra B. Rudra, has had less time to dedicate to the work recently. As a result, the team could not ship a stable 25.10 release this October. Because Rudra is busy with university exams, development slowed down significantly around the 25.04 release earlier this year. Mike claimed that he also had to step away for personal reasons around the same time. This lack of active maintenance meant that while the system continued to automatically generate daily ISO image, nobody was actually testing them by hand. Means that they need people. Says here, so I can keep going here. Says here, this led to a pileup of critical bugs that's now prevent users from upgrading from 25.04 or even installing the DE on top of other Ubuntu flavor without serious issues. Then says here, Mike said he has been speaking with Tobio Kujakai, another mod for the at Fuse team, another mod for the project, and they both declared to do the best they can to keep things going. In the interim, the problem is that neither of them has the necessary technical skills to maintain a full operating system distribution or fix the deep code issue currently plaguing the desktop. They're hiring. Says here, Mike wants other developers and project leads in the Linux community to step in and help bring Unity back to the workable state it was during the 24.04 LTS era. The immediate goal is to find capable people who can squash these bugs and maintain the project at least until the next LTS release. Ubuntu 26.04 arrives next year. He even suggests that someone could teach the current team how to handle the more complex maintenance tasks so they can eventually take it over themselves. Says Ubuntu Unity started out as a passion project after Canonical Ubuntu parent company made the controversial move to end its development of Unity back in 2017. At that time, Canonical switched back to the GNOME desktop for its main product, leaving Unity dedicated user base without an official path forward. The community efforts are largely driven by a then younger Rudra brought the desktop back and eventually earned official flavor status from Canonical in 2022. And that is the end of the article. Now we have we got about 9 comments. Maybe Rudra need to give up college and stick with Ubuntu Unity since he already starts working on it. But I guess he has other plans. Anyway, got 9 comments. Let's see who we got here on the comment section. Good bot, bad bot. He said this: Unity was rejected by the Ubuntu user back in the day. Why is it being keep alive is anyone's guess. since obviously no one is interested in doing development on it. That is not going to kickstart unless one or more of the usual suspects want to put some money into it. It says it should be delisted as an official Ubuntu spin at this point. And then he said, and then who is this? And then Leon said this. He said, I agree. It almost nobody is interested no, I agree. If almost nobody is interested on this, why keep it alive? It doesn't even have proper maintainers. Things shouldn't be kept alive just by the sake of it. And let's see here. And who else is this? Who is this? Cyanide said this. Unity was never rejected by Ubuntu users. It was preferred by majority to the alternative, which was half-baked and misguided, Genome 3, which 15 years later still requires most distros to slap extension on top of it to make it usable. What was rejected by the large market was a conical vision of a converging desktop/mobile interface. They poured a lot of resource into the phone project and Unity 8, which never took off, so they end up cutting their losses and drop both Unity 7 and 8, pretty much the desktop altogether. And it says, but I agree with your point overall. At this stage, Genome as unusable as it still is in some regards, has reached a level of maturity that renders any throwback Unity efforts pretty pointless. Well, I look at it like this: if you have the skills to fill the void, or if you got time, well, they're hiring. Put your application in. That I say. Anyway, who else we got here? Let's see. Nubian said this. Just one of the many success stories of Conical. And then Bazaar, Mirror, Upstart, Unity, Light DM, Snap, App Armor, just to name a few. And then let's see here. Goodbot, Badbot said this. I have to ask if you were around at the time users complaining about Unity on the Linux forums was non-stop. Sure, Genome 3 in the beginning was hot garbage, so what most users wanted was to stay on Genome 2. Yeah, but times have changed. And then who is this? Squirrel said this. He's responding to Goodbot, Badbot. He said this. Has there ever been a release of anything where a bunch of vocal users did not and moan up to a storm and swear they will use the old version until the day they die if their demands to make the new version just like the old version are not met? Read any article about Windows 11, 10, 8, 7, Vista, or XP on NeoWind. And then Adrenaline said this. He says, I remember history very differently. And then Cyanide said this. I miss Unity every single day. I use any of my computers, but it's time to let the past go. Project like these only really have a chance if there's a dedicated team putting resource into it. Not sure what Conical was thinking, making this an official spin to begin with. Maybe they saw some maybe they still need to use maybe they need to still use it. That's why. According to let's see Cyanide, he says he don't know what Conical was thinking, making an official spin to begin with. Well, maybe Conical's seen some benefits of keeping it around, keeping Unity around. Maybe they still need to use it. So this is where you developers would come in and try to fill the gap. I mean, I'm sure you can get some grant. There probably be some grants for like business and stuff like that to keep you. And of course there's Kickstarters and fundraisers. So there, you know. And what this article means is that they're hiring and they need dedicated people who are really committed to the project and who got the experience. That's what this article really means. So if you got the skills and the expertise, hey, why not? Like the article says, they need help, you know. So pick up where they left off, and then try to figure out stuff from there, and then keep moving. Just saying. But I don't think Unity is dead by any means. You know, they just need humans, real people with skills and expertise to keep it going, because I think Conical sees some benefits of keeping Unity around. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, thumbs down, like, dislike, comment. Yeah, it's all part of the YouTube package, you know. So thanks for watching. But Unity is hiring, you know. So if you got the skills and know-how and expertise, and you have time, and you're not tied down to anything, give it a go. Anyway, bye for now.